I have warned you over and over and over again by my true apostles, prophets, watchmen, preachers, teachers, pastors, servants, and even my handmaidens to repent, yet you do not. When I have allowed calamity to strike your land, you cry out to me for a brief time, but you do not repent and turn from your wicked ways. I say this day, no more. I will humble you now. The fiery kickoff of my judgment event shall come, and everything you have known will change. Yet even then, I shall hear your cry if you turn back to me with all of your heart. For I do not desire to cast any of you into hell or the lake of fire. Yet most will choose it of their own will. I have a remnant, she is my bride, and I tell her to prepare for this time to come. There will be lack and persecution, and some shall be put to death for my name's sake. This is the refiner's fire. I tell you to purify yourselves now, so this will not be necessary for you. You ask, how shall we purify ourselves? Draw nigh to me and I will draw nigh to you. Renew your mind by my Spirit and walk in the Spirit, so that you do not fulfill the lust of the flesh. As I have said, the whole law is fulfilled in this: you shall love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your mind. This is the first and great commandment, and the second is like it: you shall love your neighbor as yourself. On these two commandments hang all the law and the prophets. No man has ever fulfilled even these two commands of himself, but by my Spirit you can, for all things are possible through me by my Spirit. Spend time alone with me, alone in my chambers, and I will spread my wings over you and cover you with my feathers. Delight in me and my ways, and let my joy be your strength. For when you are weak I am strong. I whisper my words of love and direction to those who quiet themselves and take time to listen to my still, small voice. My sheep hear my voice. This is my promise. But to recognize my voice among all the others takes practice and must be learned. Time of intimacy with me is what separates you from the rest. When your minds and hearts are focused on me, you shall not fear. You shall see the reward of the wicked, but it shall not come nigh your dwelling. You will see darkness engulf the world around you, but you will have my light. I am your God, and you are my own special people who obey my word and love me more than life itself, because you know that I am the giver of life, and without me you are nothing. You will not be forsaken, for I am in you. I provide for my own, and they shall go out with me and reap my harvest. You shall walk in my power and my protection. Once America and then the world is humbled, many shall come into my kingdom. Then I shall take you away to my Father's house and to the marriage and supper of the Lamb. Prepare yourselves and comfort yourselves with these words. For when they falsely say, peace and safety, then sudden destruction comes upon them, and they shall not escape. My son, the last few messages that I have given you for my children have been all about drawing close to me in the time that is now on the earth. But now I want you to give another warning to the people. There is very little time left, but I continue to warn because I love every man and woman that I have created, and I died for them so that they could be with me forever in my Father's house. I will continue to warn until there is absolutely no more time. The few that hear and heed my warnings through you are worth every minute of the time that you spend putting out my warnings. For no man knows the value of an eternal spirit except me. I tell you, all the gold and silver in the world could not buy one. I am the only one that can create an eternal spirit. I am the one who breathes life into men. For you yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so comes as a thief in the night. For when they say, peace and safety, then sudden destruction comes upon them, as labor pains upon a pregnant woman. And they shall not escape. My son, there will be a fiery, false flag, kick-off event, and there will be no mistaking that you are in the time of the very end of my judgment time for the wicked. Of course, false Christs will appear, wars and rumors of wars, famines, pestilences, and earthquakes in various places. Believers will be persecuted, men will be betraying one another, false prophets will arise, lawlessness will abound. The love of many will grow cold. This gospel of the kingdom will be preached in all the world as a witness to all the nations, and fullness of the Gentiles shall be brought in. This all will be happening at the same time and with greater intensity. The evil men that are partnered with the fallen ones know that their time is short. I will allow them, in my perfect timing known by no man, to bring judgment. Please understand that this is not my wrath. My children are not subject to my wrath. My wrath shall be upon Satan, the fallen ones, and the children of darkness and disobedience. Then the financial system of the world will crash and the world will go to war, which Donald Trump is being used to start. Many will suffer and die, and many of my own will be taken home during this time as well. Then a man of peace, who is truly the man of lawlessness, will appear. He will be completely possessed by Satan. This is when the fallen ones, giants, shall have their way with the inhabitants of the earth. Their chosen world leader will oversee the complete and utter destruction of America. The rest of the world will be in much fear and grief when they see what has happened to America. This evil world leader will set up the beast system that is completely void of me. He will force everyone who is left on the earth to take his mark. No one will be allowed to buy, sell, or trade without that mark. Those who refuse this mark will be beheaded, but there shall be a remnant that shall escape. Once a man has that mark, their DNA will be changed and will no longer be my creation, and they will be completely controlled by Satan through technology that they are setting up even now. They shall be completely unredeemable by my blood, and their spirit will be damned forever. There will be a time false peace, a unification of the whole earth, a new world order. Then shall be the final fulfillment of this verse, for when they say, peace and safety, then sudden destruction comes upon them, as labor pains upon a pregnant woman. And they shall not escape. That is when the bowls of my wrath are poured out upon the whole earth. And I will return with my bride, and rule from my throne in Jerusalem. Jesus Christ.